Now, if you're looking for the ultimate advantage in gaming, then you're going to want to have a great headset that's going to give you situational awareness, has great mic quality, and also has great sound. And today we're taking a look at the Turtle Beach. We're taking a look at the Stealth 700, and this is the third generation. This is a fantastic, absolutely fantastic headphone that not only will it connect to your Xbox, PlayStation, and PC, but it also supports multi-point and also cross-play capabilities, which means that you're going to be able to have this connected to multiple devices in multiple different ways at the same time. It is freaking cool. Let's go ahead and check it out. We'll hear what the audio quality sounds like. We'll also hear what the chat quality sounds like in this test. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now, the Turtle Beach Stealth 700, and this is the third generation, has fantastic battery life. We're talking about 80 plus hours of usage. Mind blowing. Not only that, but if you're charging it for 15 minutes, that 15 minutes is going to give you 3 additional hours of playtime. Rapid charging for sure. Now, we talked about the fact that this is cross-platform. You saw the fact that it had an Xbox logo, but it will work with the Xbox, the PlayStation, PCs, and will work with tablets, smartphones, and laptops. It's not just compatible with all these devices, but it's also multi-point, which means that it could maintain connectivity to 2 devices at the same time. Furthermore, the cool thing about this headset is that it also has different volume controls, one for gameplay and then one for your Bluetooth. So you'll be able to control different experiences as you're basically working with the knobs, which are, by the way, are configurable. So you can use one to actually modify your experience on your PC and then the other to enhance your experience on your phone, which I have not seen in any other platform before. So Bluetooth 5.2, and then also you have 2.4 gigahertz wireless with that cross-play dual transmitter technology, where you'll see it has 2 USB-A dongles that you'll connect for either Bluetooth or 2.4 gigahertz connectivity, and you're going to be able to maintain those simultaneously, which is also something really interesting. I haven't seen that before. Now, they do have some very large drivers. We're talking about 60 millimeter drivers. They're going to really give you a great audio, great response, and then also great gameplay, because let's face it, this is not about listening to music, even though they sound great for music. This is really about gaming. Now, the other thing that they have is AI-based noise reduction. So again, when you're doing your chats, you're going to be fine. Swarm 2 app is supported both on the PC as well as on the phone. And they have a cool feature that they refer to as advanced superhuman hearing. Literally, in the app, you can actually enhance your situational awareness. And what I mean by this is that think about if someone is creeping up behind you, you'll be able to distinguish those steps, right? You'll be able to hear that, and you'll be able to adjust how much of that situational awareness is going to be present as you're doing gameplay. Definitely, great audio when it comes to Dolby Audio, all the features that you would expect in a headset of this type, and also great fit. So let's take a closer look. We'll go through the configuration options that you have, and then we'll check out, again, EBPMAN style, the audio and the chat test. Now, this is a pretty straightforward unboxing experience, right? So here you have the box. You'll see, again, designed or made for Xbox, but then you'll see all the things that we were talking about here. That wireless audio where you have, again, just by flipping a switch, you'll be able to connect to any of these choices, your Wi-Fi and your also Bluetooth simultaneous connections, multi-point technology, which I would say to the greatest level possible. And here's another thing I just wanted to highlight with this, which I thought was pretty interesting. They actually do call out that they're glass-friendly, eyeglass-friendly headphones, and I really, really like that as well. So we're going to go ahead and let's take a look and see what's inside. I've already been playing with it and had opened it up. It's a pretty straightforward, I would say, solution here, and I turned it on by mistake. But as you take it out, you get the actual headphones, and then what you get are 2 dongles here. We'll go ahead and grab these. And then there's also a cable. So, and let's get it out. It's all in the back. And then what we have is this cable. We'll go ahead and move it to the side. Now, the one thing that it is missing, and I find it's a little disappointing, is that it doesn't have a case. But maybe they're not really designed for travel, but I could see someone taking these with them because they sound great. They have the great boom mic. They are multi-point. They're not just game console certified and also game console enabled, but you can use this with your cell phone as well. So you could see here, USB-A to USB-C. Here are your two dongles. One is your 2.4, one is your Wi-Fi. Actually, one is your 2.4, and then one is your Bluetooth. And then if we go take a look at the headphones themselves, a lot of stuff going on here. First of all, take a look at the size of those drivers, right? And then when you take a look at these, they're kind of angled. So take a look at that. So they're kind of like tilted slightly so that you could actually, it does a real nice job of cupping your ear and then also driving audio as it should. You have a lot of control. So here we were talking about, and these are very tactile. I could actually feel like a clicky sound, actually a clicky feeling as I'm moving up and down these. You have, this is your mode button. So you could, this is going to be for your EQ, but then you could actually configure this to whatever you want in the app. By the way, the Swarm app, which is both phone enabled and desktop enabled, basically sync, right? So anything that you do on the phone, when you go to your desktop, you're going to see it there as well, because those settings will be present and prevalent throughout your experience. You then also then have your USB-C power connection. You have your power over here. This is your Bluetooth volume control. So literally, as I'm watching a video on Bluetooth, or I mean on my phone, I can actually raise and decrease the volume of the phone. You then have your pairing function, and then also then your other functions here that you can play with when it comes to configuration. Now, it has, this area here is metal, right? But everything else is made out of a durable plastic and then faux leather. You're going to be able to see that it doesn't really cause a lot of icing, but it's also not, I'll put it in the middle range, right? So it's not hugging your head, but it's also not putting uncomfortable pressure to your head. It's just enough to make sure that they don't come off and they're fine. The actual cups themselves do cover my ears, and I don't have to worry about that at all. And then what you have over here is you have that boom mic that can come out. And as soon as I put it out, I hear boop boop coming out, letting me know that it's out. So I'm gonna put these on so you can see what they look like. Now, a couple of things that I like about these, and let me lower them a little bit. There you go. Is that they don't rise too far up. Now, you'll notice that there is a gap here. I would like to have seen them be a little bit more tapered, right? But again, they're not bad. So I'm going to turn to the right. I'm going to turn to the left so you can see what that looks like. And that's what your experience is right here, right? And then if I'm going to do the boom mic, and I can tilt it in. You notice that tilt function? Look at this. And it snaps. Clack, goes out or in, right? And then when I'm done, it just goes up. And again, pretty spectacular. Now, let's talk about audio. What is my experience? It has several modes, the EQ. And one of my favorite modes is bass and treble. I like things that are bass heavy, and also that there's really nice crisp treble in it. So I chose that. You can customize these if you want, or you could go with their signature sound. I go bass and also treble heavy. And you're going to hear that in the audio test that we did, so that you can hear what those sound like. But all in all, this is what they look like. So let's go ahead and take a look at the app, and then we'll take a look at our call quality tests and audio tests. Now, this is the Swarm app, and it's a really capable app, and the capabilities that you see here are really much in line with what you'll find on the desktop app as well. So first thing you can see here is you see, that the fact that this is designed for Xbox. You can see the battery level. You also can see if you have any dongles enabled or connected, and nothing is connected right now because I'm doing straight Bluetooth. You'll also notice that I can turn on and off super hearing. And the superhuman hearing is, again, I can become more situationally aware, right? And there's options here, right, where you could basically say legacy. You could say I want to be able to hear footsteps, gunshots, so that you can be more aware of where things are coming from. And obviously, this is something that you can enable and disable. You have default presets for game. And notice right here where you have either signature sound, bass boost, and treble. I chose that. You also have custom presets that you can connect. Here, when you look at the mic, you can determine, mic sensitivity. So you have also noise gate. And then what you have is also mic monitoring volume, right? Which is important so that you're not yelling because you can't hear. And then the noise gate, what that's going to do for you is it's going to determine how much noise is canceled of the noise around you. You can notice for default settings, I can do for the specific mic itself, you can set it up to be either signature sound, full, clarity, smooth, and that's going to change a little bit about how you come across in the system. Over here, we could see more information about the controls and the buttons, right? And then what you could do here is this is where you could do a lot of your personalization. So you can determine what the mode button's going to do, cycle through game presets, right? And then there's other options here that you can choose, noise gate if that's something you want to do, your different levels. And then what you have over here is app version. And by the way, this is what you would use to do your firmware upgrades too. So everything is right here. So pretty robust app that's going to give you a lot of flexibility to configure the experience like you want it. Now next we're going to do a chat test of the Turtle Beach Stealth 700s in a noisy environment. Our decibel readings are anywhere between 40 and 80 decibels of noise. What we're going to do is we're going to switch to the Turtle Beach 700s. We're going to stay quiet and see how much is canceled. Let's go and switch. Now this is what the Turtle Beach Stealth 700s sound like in a noisy environment. This is a test. 1, 2, 3. This is our test. Now, if you're wondering what they sound like with an infant crying in the background, this is what they're going to sound like with an infant crying. And if you're wondering what they sound like with a dog barking in the background, well, this is what they sound like with a dog barking. Now, if you're wondering what they sound like with the doorbell ringing, well, this is what they're going to sound like with a doorbell ringing. So guys, overall, I really like the Turtle Beach Stealth 700 Gen 3s. I think that they're amazing. The feel of these and the wear of these, I don't overheat. They cup my ears well. I don't feel excessive pressure. They're definitely not the loosest headphones that I've had or that I tested on the channel, but I do like the fact that they are secure. The other thing I will say is that that multi-point and then that switching capabilities, being able to go from Bluetooth to actually 2.4 Wi-Fi or connectivity is pretty cool too. I haven't seen anything like that, and it really opens up different things. And the fact that this is multi-platform capable, from phone to laptop to desktop to tablets to gaming consoles, that really opens up a whole world of possibility when it comes to using headphones like these. So, see you in the next video.